All right, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Monday Night Clash for the Cash. Tonight we've got Vinny, Ben, and Caleb Haddon playing. It's going to be a race to 11 9-ball. I suspect it's going to go pretty quick because Vinny's got Jack and Jill to shoot after this, so that's why we're starting early. And it looks like we're going to have Caleb lead this off. And this should be a pretty good race here. And it looks like Caleb's going to come up dry. All right, get a look at Vinny here. I suspect he'll probably just try to bank it back to him. Try to leave the cube. No, he's going to send one into the 7, it looks like. All right. Good shot there. And that 9 up there by the corner could be a bit dangerous. And, oh, it looks like he's going to leave Vinny right in the gap there. Could very well turn out to be a race to the 4 this game. I've not seen Caleb shoot in a while, but I suspect it should be fairly close here. Oh, he's going to leave Caleb a shot here, and probably a pretty good one. Cue ball should just come back and forth from there and break that 2-5 apart. And I think he just concentrated a little bit too much on the cue ball and ends up missing the 1. Let's see how Vinny decides to get it on this 2 here. And just a little bit more. He could have cleared the 5 out of the way, but I think he's got a shot to bank the 2 back down at the bottom left. Or he might just center a couple rails, leave the cue ball right there, and nope, he does indeed bank it. And watch out, 9-ball. And that's going to put Caleb up 1-0. Oh, no, it looks like they did not tell me. It looks like they're not playing early 9s here. To make things a bit more interesting. Perhaps why he wasn't worried about it sitting up in the corner the way it was. Well, he's not going to. Then he's going to be able to see the 3-ball. See if he finds a way to either. He the bank may be there, but I don't expect he'll go for it. He might just try to put the 3 down here at the head of the table. Well, he does leave Caleb behind the 6. Yeah, good job getting the ball there. But that's going to leave the 3 in the side for Vinny. cannot hit the ball that hard into these side pockets. Should see Caleb bank this one back to him in the side there. Maybe get 3 rails close to where he's at now. But he's going to get away with it. And I don't think either one of these guys really jumps the ball, so we'll see a lot of kicking. It looks like we'll probably get 2 rails, possibly hit the 3 back up towards the top right. About a diamond off, ends up catching the 8 square. It's going to leave just stop shot here. He wants a little angle on the 4 so he can go 2 rails, put the 5 in the corner. Yeah, he's going to go long here and put it to the side, it looks like. And it's going to be a bit long there, but he's going to get away with it. Well, he's watch out for the corner pocket there. Going to give Caleb ball in hand. And should be able to just follow the 6 here. Leave a little bit of angle on the 7. Just like that. And he can either stun this or hit it with some high ball, maybe a little bit of left, and get up towards the middle of the table, leave an angle on the 8. So he's not left having to draw off the 8 to get to the 9. Yeah, it looks like he'll just follow that up 1 rail, come back towards the second, third diamond there, and put the 8 in the top left. No, he does decide to draw it. Good stroke there. And this one will put Caleb up 1-0. And looks like he's going to come up dry again. Maybe not. No, the 6 ball did fall down in the corner there. I thought it was going to hang. And that one should come up nicely behind the 8. And I suspect we should see Vinny come back towards the head of the table. 2 rails into the 1 perhaps, or if he thinks he can get behind it. Which that looks like the way he's electing to go. White, just got to make sure you miss the 9 here. Oh, he decided he's going to come to on the short side. Mm-hmm. Should have natural shape here if he wants to put it in the side or the corner. And he'll probably just stun over just a little bit, leave a stop shot on the 4. And he got into that ball just a little too much. Great shot there. Just going to leave himself behind the 7. He might be able to catch the left side of that 5 ball. Maybe it goes up to this bottom right corner or into the side. Nope, he's going to go ahead and kick at it. Well, and he just let it fly, and he's going to kind of get away with it here. Then he can cut it up to the top right corner there, and maybe with just a touch inside, get the cue ball 2 rails back to the side of the table with the 5s on to shoot 7 in the corner. But he tries to shoot safe, just a little too hard, got into the 9 there. Oh, just missed that one here. Expect we'll see Vinny just follow this up. He could go 2 rails, but it's probably the more natural way to play it. I think he's going to try to put some inside on this. Nice speed control there. See how he decides to get back to the 8. So he should be able to have a look to bank this back to him in the side there, or just try to put some distance, put the 8 ball in the middle of that end rail. He does take a stab at the side, just comes up short. And that's going to put Caleb in good position to get ahead 2-0 here. All right, that's 2-0 in favor of Caleb. All right, Caleb just lets it fly. Cue ball goes to the right side there. And Vinny can kind of clear up that 3-5 if he feels like he needs to right here, but he's going to decline to do that. And just hit this with some bottom right, come back 2 rails, about where he's at now, where his body's at. Get a shot at 3. Just cut it a little thin there, but he's going to leave Caleb a look at it. But that 9 ball is going to play a bit of defense for him there. And Caleb's going to get a good look at this 3 here. Maybe he thinks the 4 gets by the 8. The camera angle doesn't suggest it, but he's looking to see what the natural bank is here. And try to shoot the 4-8. Just not gonna get there. Let's see if Vinny can put this up in the corner here. We just don't want to follow it too much. The side pocket looms a little large there. Nice shot there. Not liking what he's seeing, so he's gonna get back up, get lined up on it again, and nice shot there. Not quite the angle you want for that side pocket right there, but he might be able to kind of just pinch draw it and avoid the scratch there. Yeah, and that's a shot you cannot hit that hard. You just got to kind of put just a slower speed on it so that draw will take hold a bit sooner. I imagine Caleb should bring the ball back near where he's at there. Stay off the rail. Follow this just a touch. Leave nice natural angle, but he's still got a pretty easy 1 or 2 rail shot here. And looks like Caleb's got a good chance to go up 3-0 here. And that'll do it. So we'll see Caleb break again. Vinny's not had an opportunity as he lost the opening break. See if Caleb doesn't take a little something off of it this time. He didn't quite catch the 1 square last rack and deposited the cue ball into the side pocket. He does not, but he does catch the 1 a bit more square that time. And he's got a nice alleyway there if he wants to bank the 1 and put the cue ball up towards the foot of the table, but I think he's going the opposite way. And comes up just short on there. It's going to leave Caleb a good shot to the side. And a nice look at the 2. Should just stop the ball here, shoot a 3 in the left side. Came out of that one in just a little bit. And he's trying to play conservatively here, but it's going to leave a shot for Caleb. Should just come back and forth and put the cue ball back on that right side of the table to get a shot at 3. But he misses the 2. And good play there from Vinny. Let's see, Caleb hit somewhere around the 3rd diamond there. Cost 7 first, so it's going to be ball in hand for Vinny. Oh, watch out! Don't get behind the 8 there. And he's got 7 for cover there, so he should be able to cut the 3 into the side, if that's what he chooses to do. Nice shot there. With the 9 sitting there, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to get shot on the 5. Nice stroke there. Should just be able to hit center ball here and get a shot on the 7. Just come off 1 rail here, maybe 2 if he's going to play inside. And he'll probably just hit a little bottom right here, maybe stun right, come off the end rail, come back same line that he's shooting off of now. And very nice speed control there, and that should get Vinny on the board and get him breaking. All right. I don't know if Vinny's got that cap on because it's cold outside or if he came in here to rob Caleb. I suppose it could go either way. And nice break there. Got the 5 and the 4 in the top right. Gonna have a look at the 1 here. And if he just hits it naturally, he should just come up to the past the 2 on the left there. Leave him a shot for the 2 in the same corner. But he decided to put some inside on there. The 1's gonna hang. Go. And this one now he's got to especially not hit it too hard. There we go. And that 3's deep in the pocket there, so he's going to have to. It's not quite past the knuckle there, so he can play into the rail at the same time. James, I don't know about that match. Um, I don't know if something came up with it. And I don't think. Well, he's going to get a little love there. Got a little wholesale going on there, and Kayla was going to go ahead and concede that one, and that's going to bring it 2-3. All right, see if he can get a couple balls to go here, and looks like he's going to come up dry unless that 8 falls. So I think Caleb should be able to cut this into the side here. And he does. Just not going to have any position options here as 8 gets in the way. He's going to see perhaps just the very edge of the 2 ball. Now, he catches the 7 first. That's going to give Vinny ball in hand. So imagine he'll just follow the 2 up into the towards the right corner and shoot the 3 down the bottom right. And Vinny tried to get the 3 down there, just couldn't quite get it home, so that's going to leave Caleb with a pretty easy shot. Come back, put the 4 inside here. And I expect we'll see him draw it off this end rail over here, get position on the 5. But playing over the top of the 5, he may not be comfortable digging into the bottom, but yeah, and he just puts some right on there. Nice shot. Should just be able to stop it more or less, get position on the 6. And that's a touchy shot, trying to get the ball to stop at that length, and you got to hit the ball just right or else it's not going to pocket, as we just saw. And I thought Vinny might just try to come back and forth, but I think, see if he's going to try to kick at this here. He's trying to clear the 6. And he makes it. That's a hell of a shot there. Back 4-5. All right. Looks like Vinny's going to pull even here. All right. See if Vinny can get his break going. Came up dry last time, but and the 4 is going to go on the side. The 2 is going to help the 3 into the corner there, which is kind of tough for Vinny because that's going to leave him a not the most favorable shot there, but he doesn't have a. He's just going to see the left edge of the 1, so he's probably just going to thin it and put the cue ball back on the other end of the table. And that 7 tightens your position window for the 2 unless you get all the way to the rail there. Well, then he's going to have a good look at the 1. He's going to have a couple options here if he can get the cue ball between the 7 and 8, or the second rail avoid that 6. He should come up well on the 2. Oh, just unfortunate. There he needed to come up just short of the pocket. He's going to have to come up on the short side of it and kick it, I believe. And he's got him hemmed up pretty tight on the 2 there. So we might just see him thin that behind the 8 and send the cue ball down to this end rail over here. Oh, he's going to decide to kick or thin it from the other side. Now, Vinny's probably going to kick the 2 into the 8, and if he hits the 2 thin enough, the 8 might come into the 7 over there. And it does. Good shot there. It's going to leave him kind of a back and come back to him with some bottom right and concentrate on making the shot. And he didn't quite get any draw on that, so yeah. And a nice effort there. See if the 8 ball is going to help him out. Ah, not quite, but not the best shot in the world here for Caleb. I'm just going to try. Yeah, he wanted to get that a bit further up the table. Then he's going to have a chance to get the 5 and come off the end rail for a shot on the 6. But he decides to try to draw it. Now that will be pretty natural there to get shape on the 6 for Caleb. I don't think he wanted to leave himself quite that straight, but he'll probably try to draw it. Nice shot there, just didn't get quite far enough, but he can cut it back and get 3 rail position on the 9. And he's going to get the concession on that one and go back up by 1. And Caleb's going to pocket the 9, which will respot. But he'll get to keep shooting, and he's got a good look at the 1 here. The 2's got a pretty narrow window there. He'd pretty much have to put the cue ball about where it's at now. And he tries to do that very thing, ends up just not pocketing the 1. So then he'll probably try to put the 1 back down here towards the 8 and cue ball somewhere around the 6. And Caleb will have the opportunity to bank the 1 back to him in the top left here, and the cue ball would go on a fairly decent path. He can control his speed to get a shot at the 2. But the 1's going to hang, and probably best it did in this instance. And he should have stabbed this one probably with some bottom right and get it to catch that bottom rail and spin back towards the middle of the table. Oh, and Caleb's going to miss it altogether, and he's laughing it off, but I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't purposeful, because that 2 is in a perilous position there. He said his belly got in the way, but there we go, and that's a, well, hold your water there, cue ball. Nah, that angle closed up on him there. He might try to cross bank it over the bottom right, put some high inside on it. keep from double kissing it, which he didn't do, but it was on the path. And Caleb doing a little house cleaning there, but doesn't leave a clean shot for Vinny. Yeah, you're right, James. It's, if you play on these tables, they got deep shelves on them, so if you're not if you're not clean with it, you can get caught. Oh, and Vinny, oh, got a fortunate nudge there from the 9 ball. Give him a shot on the 2. Looks like he's going to try to draw it. Nice shot there. Should see roughly the same shot here. Just make sure not to get too straight on the 4. Good job there. And he can go forward or back and forth to the other side, depending on his preference. Looks like he's going to. Got a nice draw touch there. Probably just see him roll forward on this one. And with that angle, we'll probably see him draw the ball. He risks missing it, trying to follow it, and not a whole lot of pocket to cheat there. What's going on, Jason? Did you kill something this weekend? You'd like to go the safe route, just leave some distance as the 8's near the corner there, so pocketing it shouldn't be difficult. None got the whole bottom half of the table to play with. But shooting off the rail is going to make it a bit more difficult. Certainly not unmakeable. Just got to bear down on this one a bit. And there's a nice stab at it. It looked like he was going to hit a little thin based on the camera angle, but that's always hard to tell. Looks like Caleb's going to go 2 up here. Indeed he is. Yeah, we're 5-3 after 8. All right. Caleb's going to move to the middle of the table now after his close call scratching. And looks like the 5's going to fall on the side there, so he's got a good shot there. I just draw it back. There it goes. Nice angle on the 2. And he can draw it back towards the middle of the table, leave a shot on the 3. But he's going to leave himself a little short here. Take a kick at the 3. Good contact there. 3's going to hang right there by the corner. And he's shooting just a little quick, but he's not a slow player. Looks like he'll go rail first here. Get the 4 in the same corner. Well, he tried to come up on the right side of it. And see if Caleb decides to try to shoot the 4 back to him here. And that's going to leave a good shot for Vinny here. It's going to have nice natural 2-rail shape to get back to the 6 if he chooses to go that direction. But they like to, him and Caleb like to draw the ball, so it's going to make position on the 7 a little tougher here. The only really at this point, he might just want to come up and down the table, leave the cue ball. Oh, and he's going to come up even on that 50-yard line with the 7. So be careful not to come up on the short side of the 8 here. And that's going to leave Caleb a good look here. I personally would follow this 2 rails, but I suspect Caleb will probably draw it. Slow roll this one into the corner here. He's going to come up thin. And he's going to go ahead and seed that one to Vinny, and that's going to bring Vinny within 1 and give him the break back. And that's where that draw can kind of get you in trouble if you don't get a good stroke on it. It just ends dead there, and you end up with a longer, more delicate shot than perhaps you intended. And the 1 goes in the side. 2's going to stick around the middle of the table there, so he's going to get a good shot at it. And he'll probably pass by the right side of the 3 there. Nope. But he's going to leave Caleb a little awkward shooting over the 5 there. It's going to make this a lot more susceptible to miss, so you got to pretty much hit dead top on it. Put anything other than that on there, and it's going to swerve around on you. And the 6 will provide some cover, see if Vinny tries to play it as a combo or not. And he does. Good shot there. And he wants to make sure he stays on the side of the 3 ball that he's on now so he can work his way to the 4. Good job there. Now, since there's no early 9s here, he may play the 4-9 just to try to, but I don't think that's quite the play, just to be able to continue. And a nice effort at cross bank there because it's going to end up scratching. And nice control there from Caleb. See if if he's dead straight on the 5, he can just stop it here, shoot the 7, as he does. And he can draw 2 rails or just go up 2 rails, entirely his option. Oh, I'm going to catch the side there, but it shouldn't be a killer here. It's going to make a little bit more work for him. And he got out of that shot a bit quick. Ends up hitting it thick. And this will give Vinny I'd say about a 95% chance of getting it even here. Oh, and a bit closer to that 9 ball than he would like to be certain. Looks like he's going to. It's hard to tell which side of the 9 he's on. He might try to bank it back to him over on the side here, but it looks like, yeah, I think that's exactly what he's trying here. And one hell of a shot there from Vinny. That'll get him even. All right. Well, he's migrating to the right. Trying to find a break that works. But cue ball's a little hidden there, but the one's going to fall in the corner. He is going to have a straight look at the two. It can be banked over here to the side. Oh, it's going to come up just a touch short and going to scratch. It's hard to tell. It looks like the 3 might pass by the 7, but I'm not entirely certain, which is what he's looking at now. So it looks like he's trying to get up on the other side of it, put a 3 in the right side there. And he's going to come up short unless he does think that 3 passes. And it does. This little stop shot here. Now this one is, you want to be on the short side of that 6 because it doesn't really go anywhere. Because maybe it does pass by the 9. I don't suspect it does. Maybe he's thinking even if he does jar it, the cue ball will be on the other side of the 9 here and not really leave Vinny with anything. So you're going to be hitting this with, no, tries to pocket the 9 to keep the run going, but and if he's not just very married onto that 8 ball, he should be able to cut it into the corner there. Nice shot there, and the cue ball just slow up a little bit. And good bank there. Watch out for the 9. Oh, just a little unlucky. Got a little bit too much speed there. And kicking it with some pace, try to get some love, and he might have. Caleb can cut it to the bottom left here. But if he make sure not to scratch in the right, which he does, but he's going to end up short side on the 9. Probably see him try to cut it to this bottom left, which he does. Nice shot. And that's going to put him up 6-5. And we'll see if Caleb continues his migration side to side on the table. And he's back on the left over here again. And he's going to leave Vinny with no real shot here. See if Vinny decides to push or if he's going to, which I think, yeah, he is going to push. And got hung up by the 3 there. I suspect he was trying to get the cue ball over towards the 5. The 2 doesn't really go cleanly anywhere unless you can get dead even with it, which I think that's going to be pretty close. Oh, he catches that one. Hits it thin. Going to get some love there. Leave the 2 back behind the 4 and the 8. Leave Caleb a kick at it. which he does successfully. That will leave Caleb a cut up to the top right. And the cue ball should just come back and forth. Leave it over on the right side of the table. Leave a shot at 3. Just didn't quite get it thin enough, but he did have a lot of cover there, so fortunate. Caleb's going to kick up behind it. And Vinny will be able to see part of it. And he might be, yeah, I think that was wasn't the worst play there by Vinny, because it's going to be some work to get shape on that 3. Caleb. And I think he just wanted to kick it up behind or snuggle up to the 6, but cue ball went where it should have, so it's going to leave Vinny kicking. And a good kick there by Vinny. He's going to pretty much just swap ends of the table with the 2. And the saga continues, but then he might be able to see the far right side of that too. And it looks like it there. See another thin shot here. And Caleb might be able to thin that 2 into the top left. It's going to be close to impossible to control the cube all the way you want to. Ends up bringing the 5 into the fray there. Might just use the 5 to get behind the 7, but the 3 does fall. Get the 4 in the side here. Nice shot. Gonna leave a nice angle on the 5. And put a ton of stroke on that one. Probably come up on the short side of the. He was able to hold it well enough. And he can come across to the right side after pocketing the 7, put the 8 in the left side and 9 in the corner. Just like that. And this should bring them back to even. And there we go. We got 6-all going into game 13. Again, it's a race to 11. So we're just a little over halfway home here. And Vinny feeling a little bit of pressure here. He's got Jack and Jill to shoot, which is getting ready to start here in about 5 minutes. And looks like he's going to come up dry here. So imagine he'll thin the 1 if he avoids the 3. Probably shoot the 2-8. But he does catch the 3. So probably just put the cue ball up on the top of the table. but he does play aggressively, so I'm just going to leave a good shot for Vinny here. Don't do anything too fancy here. Looks like you've got enough. Well, he might not have enough angle to come off one rail for the three, but yeah, he didn't think so, and he got a fistful of it. And now he's in trouble. Ends up giving Caleb ball in hand, breaks up the 5 and the 6. He might go between the 7 and the 9. No, he just kind of non-committal on that shot. Probably would have been better off shooting with some high inside to bring it back out towards the middle of the table. And it's coming back to him. Just going to come up a little thin on that one. But not really going to leave a whole lot here unless the 5 passes by the 6. Which it looks like it does not based on how he's lining this up. But we'll get the 8 in the side there. And he should just stop it right here. But yeah, he was doing a lot of adjusting there. He might should have just gotten up and committed to it. Oh. I think after that draw shot, he kind of got a bit tentative with that one, which is understandable, but you just got to trust yourself. You should just be able to stun this over, get the cue ball back on the right side of the table. Yeah, and he tried to draw that ball, and we didn't necessarily have to. And seeing him kind of get up and down without actually getting up the last couple shots, something we weren't seeing earlier from him. And this should give Vinny a game up. Good speed there. Be surprised if Caleb's going to make him shoot it, but looks like he is. All right, that's going to put Vinny up 1, heading into rack 14. And if I'm coming through quietly, let me know. Somebody had brought that up to me this past weekend, and given given who said that to me, I don't know if it's because they just don't hear so well anymore. Just kidding. Or if it's just I am speaking a little softly. So if it's quiet, let me know. I'll do my best to take care of that. And the 9 will drop. And of course, with rack your own, the bottom 2 don't count. So that'll spot back up. All right, Jason, appreciate it. Uh, Brett, I think both of them are around 475. Give me a second and I'll let you know. I should have posted it on there. I apologize. No, I don't think the stream's bothering him. He wasn't, it's he's he you're right in the fact that normally he does shoot a fairly clean or quick game, but I think a couple of shots that when they haven't potted have just gotten him questioning himself a little bit. All right. Yeah, I can't find Fargo for Caleb, but if I had to guess, I mean he's probably somewhere around the 500 mark. So he doesn't always stroke them that way. But I think with Vinny playing with Trent, I believe he's somewhere. Like I said, I believe he's around 475, give or take. Britt, a nice bank there, and he's not as hesitant with these strokes, and it shows. Like I said, he is a quick player, but I think if he just slowed down just a little bit, they do a lot to kind of keep him under control here. And he should just be able to kind of just stun this ball, and that's going to put him up 8-6. Right, and he's still kind of moving around, trying to find a place to break from. And this particular table seems to break better from the left side. It's more about speed than anything else. But he got a good spread there. Got the four down in the corner. And a very nice stroke there from Vinny. Had just enough angle there. And should be able to get the three back and forth for a shot on the five. There it is. And he's going to be there we go. He's got a decent angle here. Oh, it's going to be a bit close to the six here, but that's six. Maybe it slides past the seven. But, being up a couple games, I'll probably just slide the cue ball over to that end rail there and let Caleb shoot. But nice. He's going to leave a tough spot here. It's going to give Caleb, if he doesn't do something good here, a good opportunity to get out. But look at this. Look at this. Seven's going to go. Good job pocketing the 8 there. And it looks like he's going to have a good chance to go up 3 games here, which he will. Oh, and he got a little quick there. Miscued over the top of the cue ball. And he got the 5 up the top right corner, but the cue ball is going to go in the top left. 9's going to fall in the bottom right, so it'll spot up. At least I believe it fell. We'll see here in just a second. Yeah, it did. So that'll pose a little bit more of an issue with the 4. So he'll have to get back to the right side of the 4 ball. There we came up just a little short of where he wanted to be. He might be able to get 3 rails here, but just not quite his style. And Vinny's gonna be able to see the 3. And he put a good stroke on it. It is gonna make a pocketable shot for Caleb here. And he's just raising up out of his shots, but he's going to get away with this one, I think. And looks like Vinny's going to be able to see the ball here. And it looks like there was a cue ball that went flying over there by Vinny's feet while he was down. Noel is picking it up. We'll give thanks to Billy for that one. And nice touch there from Caleb. 4 goes by the 6. So we'll see if he gets some help from the 8 ball there to get position on the 6 ball. Go. Probably a little straighter than he wanted, but easily manageable. But again, he just got a bit of indecision what he wanted to do there and kind of decelerated through his stroke, and it's going to leave him on the 50-yard line. And this is going to be an important shot for Caleb here, I think, because if he misses this and leaves a good shot, it's going to put Vinny on the hill. And that's exactly what you didn't want to do. And that will indeed put Vinny on the hill. And rarely do you see Caleb hit a ball softer than need be, but he's done it a few times in this match. He's kind of a showman like the rest of these boys from Kentucky. And the 6 and the 2 going to the top right corner. Going to get a clean look at the 1, but I expect being up 4 probably just bank the one to the other end and put the cue ball behind the 3 here. Try to get ball in hand and get out. Oh, he attacks it. But the 8 standing guard there for him. But it looks like Caleb can see it. And that was a nice stroke there. 3's in kind of an awkward position there. It's not quite past the pocket. He might be able to back cut it into the side, but doesn't look like it the way he's lining up on it. And the way these are spread out, as long as Vinny doesn't hit this too hard, he shouldn't have a hard time getting back to the 4. And this could be it. Oh, just shoots it a little wide there. Caleb's going to have a good opportunity to put one up on the board. Watch out for the 9 ball. There we go. Should be roughly just stop shot, I would think. Well, a little love there, and he's got to make sure not to stroke this too hard. Let the English grab. Just make sure you hit it solidly. Man, he's just kind of undecided here, and I understand it. I mean, the thing he has going for him is the distance between the 8 ball and that side pocket. Though he's hitting it a little thinner than you might like, you do have, it can be done. But he just doesn't like it. Oh. And we'll see if he loads this up with inside. Come off one rail, back to him. Or if he's going to go 3 here. Yeah, he decided to go 3. Let his stroke out a little bit. Should see the 9 up in the top right. Might have any scratch. That should be it. And that is it. I just don't think he knows. All right, so these guys decided they were going to go to 12 here, so there will be at least one more rack. And there's John Jesse James Ware, right? I think Caleb's got to look at the 1 here. I don't know why that camera seems to have kind of cut a seam down the middle of the table, so the cue ball or the 6 ball's not quite complete there. But I promise you, it's all there. And nice short side kick there from Caleb. That's gonna leave Vinny. If I just hit this with some bottom right, put up at the 3 in the side. Or maybe you can come back and forth and shoot the 3. No, he was going that way, but Caleb showing a little frustration here, which is understandable. He can put the 3 up in the corner to the left, which he does, and cleans up the 4-7 problem, but Gonna try to shoot the 4 back to the bottom right, but he got the 8. Good job there. The 6 just not going to give him any love. And Vinny's going to have a good chance here. I would think come around 2 rails, but I think he's going to draw here. And the 6 is going to stand up and fight. And if you go forward on that one, you know, you just don't have any issues with any of the balls on the table. And that's going to give Caleb ball in hand and probably game 7 on the board for him. There we go. And that should be game 7 for Caleb. He's going to go ahead and give it to him. Let's see if Caleb can get something going here. And Caleb gives it a ride. One's going to come up dry, but the one, Vinny can see it. We'll see if he tries to bank it back to the top left there. And see if Caleb just tries to. No, he's gonna be pretty aggressive from here on out. And 9-ball can turn pretty quickly. You know, if you shoot some safes, get some ball in hand, pick up a couple games here and there, turns into a totally different race. And we'll see the 2. Cue ball should come back 2 rails to the 3. I believe it does pass by the 9 here. And we'll probably see him draw, put some bottom left on this, come off the end rail. And that I don't quite understand since they're not taking early 9s. Because I thought he could have pocketed that 3 and got back to the 4. And a good stroke there by Caleb. Gonna have just enough space there to pocket the 5. And the 9, it does not look, well, it looks like it might pass the 6 or the 8. But you have to, well, I suspect we'll see him bank it back to the left side here. Use the 8 as a stopper. Leave a shot on the 7 if he makes the 6. But the 8's going to guide the cue ball down to the corner pocket, and looks like could give Caleb another game here. There we go. And see if he chooses to follow the ball here as opposed to drawing it. No, he's going to stay at the bottom of the cue ball. Good shot there. There we go. And Caleb shooting a bit more like himself here. Now within 3. It's all relative. All right. And looks like Caleb's going to come up dry, but no shot on the one here for Vinny as the seven's going to settle right in front of it. Probably see a push here if I had to guess. And it is. And I don't know. He might be able to carry him off the one into the six. But he just banks it in. Nice shot there from Caleb. Oh, and the three kind of conspired against him there. All right. Vinny going to put the four here, come back down the table, get the five. All right, so Vinny's going to go ahead and shoot the six into the corner here. Just having a little fun with some folks here at the bar. Oh, and he's going to come up nicely, put the seven in the side, just float down a little bit, put the eight in the same side probably. You don't want to get hung up trying to hold the cue ball. There we go, just like that. And he can come one rail off this end rail here to get back to the nine. And he does. Going to let us put a little bit of a stroke on there, but no, it's coming left. There we are. And I believe this shall do it, barring any scratch or a jarred shot. And there it goes. So tonight's final score is going to be 12-8. We appreciate Vinny and Caleb from coming out and playing tonight. Hopefully we'll have something set up here next couple of days. I'll talk to Darren, but most of the time they're pretty good about getting everything posted on Facebook. So check out the Classic Q's Facebook page and see if there's anything posted. Otherwise, if you want to play someone, get a hold of Darren, like I said, or talk to somebody at the bar, and they'll do everything they can to get you squared away. So, again, guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in, and hopefully we'll get together again later this week. Until then, stay warm and have a great evening.